This is Shawn Drotar from the Fan Late Night with your fan football rapid reaction from the Broncos' 18-12 win over the Patriots in Foxborough. That's always a very difficult place to win, so a big win for the Broncos. Things could have been a little bit better at the end. Got a little sloppy with back-to-back interceptions for Drew Lock, but the Broncos' offensive play calling was much more aggressive, at times maybe too aggressive, but they ended up getting the job done. 6 consecutive drives at the beginning of the game for the Broncos all ended in a field goal by Brandon McManus, who will likely be AFC Player of the Week for special teams. A terrifically aggressive performance by the Broncos for the second week in a row. They went after Cam Newton the same way they went after Sam Darnold against the Jets, second NFL week in a row, 3 weeks apart. But the results were the same. It ends up with a rushed Cam Newton having a difficult time, 2 interceptions, both off of tips, and 4 different sacks as the Broncos harassed him all game long. They end up getting the job done. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't exciting, but when you go on the road against Bill Belichick, out in Foxborough with a guy that's been able to prepare against you for weeks, like Belichick has, for the Broncos to come away with the win is pretty impressive. Again, a second back-to-back solid defensive performance by the Broncos, as the aggressive nature of the defense, now that it's been unleashed by Vic Fangio, seems to be getting the job done in a much better fashion. That Broncos defense looking familiar again, being proactive instead of reactive. Return to health from Drew Lock gets Tim Patrick another 100-yard receiving game, and Philip Lindsay comes back and carries the load, the bell cow back, if you will, the thing that in theory you didn't want him to do. That's why you signed Melvin Gordon to 2 years, $16 million, but they didn't look like they needed him today. Lindsay goes over 100 yards and looks like he haven't missed a step. So the Broncos now at 2-3 can make an argument that they're still in the playoff hunt, although there's a long, long road ahead of them. This win was absolutely critical, and more importantly, it was a promising evaluation of Drew Lock, who showed some things that were good, some things that need to be better, but in a win, those are discussions you're happy to have for the very next week.